and welcome to the Great White Northland. Mother Nature saw fit to give us over a foot of new snow this weekend, and so since she's up to her old tricks, we will probably be a while before we get the judge out. But the jury has been working well, and let's see what we have in store for you today, and I'll see you on the back end of this. All right, hello and welcome to the Northland. So this video, we're going to try this again. I know I said I wasn't gonna, but I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. I know it's not everybody's thing, but I'm attracted to shiny things and lights and stuff. I'd probably make a bad fish because I would get caught right away. But anyway, we got another thing for the third brake light thing for the spare tire. I'll flip you around here and show you what we got. So the funny thing is when I went looking, I got what I was trying to get something that was like that, but from a different company, right? And I was looking around and I'm searching, and sorry about the bad camera work here, and trying to find out just what I need to do, or trying to find the company that's different. So I got the thing, and it looks fairly similar. I'll get out the plastic one-handed, and I'll show you. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. Again, it says it fits Ford Bronco 2020 through 2024. But I don't know if you remember from the last plug. Maybe I'll stick a picture of the last plugs in here. But these plugs are totally different. And wouldn't you know that it turns out that this is the same company. Directions appear to be much better. I haven't actually read them through yet. But everything looks completely different. So I don't know. Looks like maybe one side's for Jeep and one side's for Bronco. I don't know. Anyway. Just thought it was weird that, first of all, I know this was under a different name. So I don't know if this particular company that makes this, if they produce it for somebody else as well, or if this is like a revision to the last one. Maybe people were complaining like me that it didn't work, or maybe I don't know. I have no idea. Any number of things could have happened. But this is like a completely different product. So even though it's under the same name, I don't know. I am going to, after I hook it up, it should be easier. It hooks up a little bit different, and I'll show you. But I will definitely check brake lights, running lights, signal lights. I'll check everything before I cruise around town, I guess. This will end up being a product review also. So we'll see. Stay tuned to the end. We'll see if it works or if it doesn't. You know, there really is no middle ground. You know, it's either a hero or a zero. So anyway, let's begin. First thing we've got to do is take off the spare tire. All right, so this took a little bit of work. We had to do some modifying still. Turns out that the directions are still crap. The directions that they sent, like I said, it says it fits a Bronco. The directions are for a Jeep. And then the little deal that fits behind the tire there, I actually had to make the hole bigger because it wouldn't fit on the, well, it fit on there, but then I couldn't get my spare tire on because the lug nuts weren't, or the lugs weren't sticking through enough to get the nut on. So I had to kind of hack that in order to make it bigger to fit on there. Now I'm going to probably go to Lowe's or something. I'll see if I can't find like a rubber gasket or something that can maybe fit in there, and we'll clean that up a little bit. But, so here's what we did. And I tried it, so I know it works. Again, you know, we took the tire off, and let me see if I can flip you around. I know it's not showing up real clear. That the light there is actually because I have a flashlight in here. But what I did was I can't get it from the other side. There's not enough room. I ran the bigger cable through the air baffles back here, and then I ran the thinner red wire through here, and then put this back on. The plugs hook right up in here, so you unplug. Oh, I was trying to get you unplug that, okay? And it's just like the other one. You just plug the male into the female into the male. Bang, that gives you your brake lights. Now, what I did is I ran the red wire, there we go, along here. We have instead of a butt connection, I have a soldered waterproof connection there, and we ran it. God, I can't look what I'm doing and film at the same time. So we ran the wire along there and along the cable there, and then down through the trim, and then out to the bottom of the Bronco. I'm not going to get underneath the Bronco again, but basically I ran that wire all along the side underneath, tied it up with zip ties, snipped them off, made sure there was a little bit of room in case of shrinkage or expansion, flexing, whatever, so that way the wire wouldn't get too tight. And then what I did something a little different. So I ran the wire up through here. It's right here, this red one here. Again, a soldered connection. And I hooked that up to switch 4. I hook it up to switch 4. There's a couple of reasons. One, the instructions, they say, well, hook it up to a hot wire. Well, you know what? There's no permanently hot wire in the tailgate because it runs your brakes, your camera, door locks, whatever. So it's not always hot back here. In order to get a hot wire, you got to open up that deal, that side panel over there where the tail lights are plugged into. And there's 6 wires in the tail light plug. Well, there's not a lot of room to work in there. First of all, cutting a wire and splicing into it in there would have been a major chore. Secondly, I was afraid of cutting the wrong wire or doing something wrong. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do a little different. So I hooked it up to my switch because now I can turn it completely off if I want. You got to remember, this is kind of like my car lights, that there's a little bit of memory in here, right? And that's going to be drawing power. So if the Bronco sits for a while, there's going to be a constant drain on the battery. I didn't want that. I wanted to be able to shut it completely off. The other reason was I like to do car shows. You guys know that. So I'm going to put this in a car show. And if I did it onto a hot wire, say, I would either have to have my auxiliaries on all the time so that it was running, right? I'd have to shut the fan off, make sure the radio's, and all that stuff so it's not a drain. And then even then, after a while, it's going to shut off. This way I can have it on. Right? As long as the auxiliary is on and everything's off, it'll run. If I'm driving down the road, I can just, if I don't want it on, or maybe I don't want to run it during the day, I can flip it off. It doesn't have to run as long as the vehicle's running. So, and now it does come with a remote, and the remote has a power switch. I just was not sure if the remote would work from inside the vehicle since it's back here. I mean, I don't know. What do you do? Point it backwards? Or I don't even know how it works. I don't know if it's RF or if it's IR. So I just thought, this was a little bit better. I figured it's a little bit easier. The switches are there. I'm going to probably put on a few more lights and stuff. But other than that, I'm going to use them, right? And if I need to do something different later, then I'll figure it out later. But for right now, that's the way I did that. And it's really slick. So again, the lights run, and then when you step on the brake, they turn to red. So, all right. So overall, if I'm giving this thing a grade, I would give it a 5 on options, and I think there's a lot of light. There's 3 rows of LEDs in there, so I think there's, again, lots of options with modes and colors and all that good stuff. But like I said, the directions are for Jeep. They don't even have Bronco directions in there. And the fact that I had to modify it in more ways than one, really, I would say that they definitely failed there. So I would give this, I don't know, maybe an average of 3 stars. I like it, and it's not all that, this one anyway, wasn't all that hard to do. It just depends on how much messing around you feel like doing, because you're probably going to have to modify something. Again, unless it's from a different company. Again, this was Off-Road Gamers or Gamers Off-Road. I can't remember. I'll look it up. But that wasn't the company it was sold under. So I'm telling you, I was looking, and the name did not come up. So, all right, that's all I have for now. There we go. All right, so hope you liked that video. Like I said, I know darn well when I ordered that, it was under a different name. So like I said, I don't know if one company is producing it for others, like, Ford makes, the same engine that goes in a Mazda, or, whatever, something like that. But like I said, I know it was a different deal, and I looked too, and it specifically said for 2020 to 23 or 21 to 24 Bronco, so I don't know, something like that. And the holes lined up, but the center hole for the spare tire, not big enough, so I had to make that bigger. And what else was it? Oh, the where they want you to splice into the tail lights or whatever, so that they come on, whenever the lights are on. And like I said, I just wired it to an upfitter switch because I don't know. For the main reason is that I don't want it on all the time. Like, I don't usually run it during the day. I don't really see a point in it. So why do it? Anyway, so if I can find it, I'll put the link to that item in the description below. And like I say, it does work, but you will have to do some monkeying around to make it work properly. So, and obviously that is something you can do. If I did it, anybody with a 5th grade education could do it. So, all right, go ahead, tickle that like button for me, please. I would really appreciate it. And tap the subscribe. That's right, go ahead right now, go ahead, tap that subscribe button. All right, make sure you hit the little bell too, so you get all the notifications anytime I upload a new video. And share it with anyone you think might be interested. I know there's a lot of, this is fitting even for Jeeps and stuff, this is where I got the idea. I saw it on a Jeep, so obviously they make them for those too. So, all right, thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, real quick, I want to thank, maybe this isn't how it's supposed to be pronounced, but Dragscorp, DRAGSCORP, I think it is, for joining the family. I hope you will enjoy your stay here, and hope you find some of these videos entertaining or just a little goofy. Anyway, thank you, and thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate all of you.